This universe mode in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 has been taken over by the AI chatbot turned wrestling booker, ChatGPT. The road to WrestleMania is just on the other side of the TLC Pay-Per-View, but our champions have got new challengers ready to step up before we can set our sights on the Royal Rumble. Let's get into it. John Cena addresses the WWE Universe, expressing his desire to compete and prove himself once again as champion. William Regal, accompanied by his enforcer Ezekiel Jackson, interrupts Cena's speech, belittling him and claiming that he's not worthy of a title any longer. Mark Henry issues an open challenge to anyone brave enough to face him in a singles match. John Morrison steps up to the challenge, eager to prove himself against the world's strongest man. Morrison, inspired by the success of his fellow Big Match John, is looking to rise in the ranks and is able to pick up a big victory here with a nearly unbelievable feat of strength. William Regal competed in singles action to back up some of the claims that he had made earlier in the evening. Taking on Yoshitatsu, Regal shows a relentless side to him, proving that he means business in his pursuit for Cena's title. Later in the evening, Batista and Zack Ryder team up in a tag team match against a formidable duo of Randy Orton and SmackDown's Rey Mysterio. Despite facing tough opposition, Batista and Ryder display remarkable teamwork and chemistry, leading them to a decisive victory. David Hart Smith, the reigning WWE champion, stands tall in the ring, proudly displaying the championship belt. He issues an open challenge to anyone brave enough to face him for the title. Sheamus, hungry for championship gold, steps up to the challenge, declaring his intention to dethrone Smith and become the new WWE champion. David Hart Smith, confident in his abilities, accepts Sheamus's challenge, setting the stage for a heated rivalry. Over on SmackDown, The Miz stands in the center of the ring, proudly displaying the World Heavyweight Championship belt around his waist. Boasting about his dominance as champion, Big Show confronts The Miz, challenging him to a match for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Miz initially laughs off the challenge, underestimating Big Show's seriousness. However, Big Show's imposing presence and change in demeanor leave The Miz shaken, setting the stage for a clash between the two stars. The in-ring action begins with a tag team match featuring Cody Rhodes and Vance Archer taking on Shelton Benjamin and new Intercontinental Champion Rob Van Dam. This is a contest featuring 4 former Intercontinental Champions within our universe, and all of these guys are looking to improve their place on the card to take the next step. RVD and Shelton Benjamin delivered a dominant performance that actually led to Cody Rhodes leaving the match in frustration. The two would then take advantage to secure the victory. CM Punk and Jack Swagger have a confrontation backstage. Both stars claim their superiority over the other. Punk boasts about his straight-edge lifestyle and his reign as world champion, while Swagger touts his collegiate wrestling background and natural athleticism. The undisputed women's champion, Beth Phoenix, makes her way to the ring as she issues an open challenge to any woman on the roster, daring them to step up and try to take the title from her grasp. Kelly makes her way to the ring to answer the challenge, and Beth Phoenix makes light work of the challenger as she makes a statement to the entire women's roster that she is here to stay as champion. The main event of SmackDown features The Undertaker, returning from hiatus to headline the night to take on the formidable yet undermatched competitor in Matt Hardy. Hardy wasn't going to back down, but the intimidating aura of the dead man could rattle any competitor. Ultimately, the match ended in a no contest after The Undertaker was attacked by Drew McIntyre, leaving questions that will need answers. Back on Raw, John Cena continues to build momentum as he takes on a member of Regal's stable, Vladimir Kozlov, in a hard-fought match. Despite Kozlov's brute strength, Cena manages to outsmart him and secure an impressive victory. D-Generation X defends their tag team titles against Edge and Chris Jericho in a highly competitive match. Both teams give it their all, with near falls and dramatic moments keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. In the end, Triple H and Shawn Michaels retain their titles, solidifying their dominance in the tag team division. David Hart Smith taking on John Morrison main events the evening. John Morrison has got a big opportunity in front of him, and a victory here could do wonders in getting his name noticed and out of the shadow of his tag team partner. However, D.H. Smith has no intentions of failing in this match and is equally determined to send a message to his contenders that he will survive any challenge. It was a competitive contest, but Sheamus makes his presence known by attacking D.H. Smith during the main event, sending a clear message that he's not to be underestimated. Smith retaliates, defending his honor and the championship belt. The tension between the two competitors escalates as they exchange heated words and engage in physical altercations in the ring before they're separated. Drew McIntyre continues his campaign against The Undertaker, attacking him backstage and leaving him laid out in the locker room. The attack sends shockwaves throughout the WWE universe as McIntyre shows no remorse for his actions. Alicia Fox and Melina take part in women's singles competition to determine who might be the next challenger for Beth Phoenix's title. In a contest with plenty at stake for both of these ladies, they gave it their all, but eventually it was Alicia Fox to secure the victory. Big Show makes his return to the singles division, going one-on-one with Christian in an attempt to establish his dominance in the WWE and on SmackDown. Going against another former world champion, Big Show is determined to prove himself and solidify the legitimacy of his claim as contender. In a physical contest, Big Show secures a big victory. To main event the night, Jack Swagger is going one-on-one with Cody Rhodes. CM Punk is in attendance for this match, and in turn, Jack Swagger is determined to showcase his dominance with his opposition watching. Cody Rhodes is a formidable competitor, but Swagger has clearly got something to prove to the Second City spectator. In convincing fashion, Swagger picks up the victory. To open Monday Night Raw, William Regal engages in one-on-one action with Evan Bourne. Regal has already done a number on Bourne's partner Yoshitatsu weeks ago, and is looking to solidify himself as the rightful contender for John Cena's United States Championship. Evan Bourne made it competitive, but William Regal was able to get the victory in the end and officially name himself #1 contender for Cena's title. Edge and Chris Jericho are frustrated by their inability to regain the tag team titles from D-Generation X. They demand another rematch, but Triple H and Shawn Michaels brush them off, claiming that they've already proven themselves as the superior team. Edge and Jericho, determined to reclaim their lost glory, vow to do whatever it takes to get another shot at the titles. Zack Ryder is set to compete with Randy Orton in singles competition. Orton is looking to get back to his winning ways and into title contention. However, in a shocking turn of events, Ted DiBiase Jr. reveals he has aligned with Batista and Zack Ryder as the trio take out the Viper, leading to a disqualification victory for Randy. The newly formed faction declare themselves the future of WWE and vow to take control of the company. Sheamus and Kane take on the Hart Dynasty in the Raw main event. The rivalry between Sheamus and David Hart Smith intensifies. Sheamus proves to be a formidable opponent and has been doing so since the beginning of this universe mode, pushing Smith to his limits and leaving a trail of destruction in his wake. David Hart Smith, determined to retain his championship, fights back with everything that he has, refusing to let Sheamus take away all that he's worked so hard to achieve. While the title may not be on the line in this match, it is a precursor to the physicality that these two will share. However, the unrelenting offense brought by Sheamus and Kane was too much for Tyson Kidd to handle as he took the pinfall. SmackDown opens up with CM Punk taking on Cody Rhodes. Punk has been butting heads with Jack Swagger as of late and is making an attempt of one-upmanship over his adversaries by handling the mutual opponent in a more dominant fashion than Swagger. Unfortunately for Cody, he is used as a prop in this match, and CM Punk aims to send a message. In the next match, Drew McIntyre goes head-to-head against Kofi Kingston. The Chosen One displays a new level of confidence since his brutal actions towards the dead man, and continues to inflict damage upon whoever crosses his path. McIntyre picks up the decisive victory here, but after the match, The Undertaker, fueled by revenge, unleashes his fury on McIntyre, delivering a brutal beatdown that leaves the Chosen One battered and broken. Beth Phoenix defends her undisputed women's championship against Alicia Fox in a highly anticipated clash of contrasting styles. Beth Phoenix has been a dominant, powerful champion since the beginning of her reign, while Alicia Fox is a cunning, former champion herself and is focused on dethroning the Glamazon. Neither of these two would give up easily, but in the end, Beth Phoenix would stand tall and retain her championship, continuing her dominant run. The faction of Batista, Zack Ryder, and Ted DiBiase Jr. continue to make waves in WWE, targeting top superstars and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. This time, DiBiase Jr. is able to score a huge victory over Goldust. Vladimir Kozlov and Ezekiel Jackson are set to compete with the Big Match Johns in a huge tag team match with William Regal looming ringside. The two large men were focused on breaking the United States champion. though everything did not go quite as planned. The Big Match Johns picked up the victory, showcasing Cena's resilience and determination to overcome the odds stacked against him. Meanwhile, tensions simmer between Regal and his associates. Edge and Chris Jericho resort to desperate measures to secure a rematch for the tag team titles, attacking Triple H and Shawn Michaels backstage. The assault leaves Triple H injured, casting doubt on D-Generation X's ability to defend their titles. Sheamus is set to go one-on-one with Tyson Kidd in the Raw main event before the TLC Pay-Per-View. As the showdown between Sheamus and David Hart Smith at the upcoming event draws near, emotions run high as Sheamus gets himself disqualified intentionally to do more damage to the champion's friend. Both competitors are willing to do whatever it takes to emerge victorious and claim the WWE Championship. That is evident as the show ends in chaos following a physical brawl. Drew McIntyre seeks to gain the upper hand in his rivalry with The Undertaker by recruiting allies to help him take down the Dead Man. He aligns himself with Finlay and Vance Archer. Theodore Long would then send Archer to go
one-on-one with The Undertaker!
And the match would ensue. It's no secret The Undertaker is a bad man, and angering him like McIntyre has is bad news for anybody. In this case, Vance Archer. The Undertaker delivered the Tombstone Piledriver, but maybe more importantly, a message to McIntyre. He is in for a fight come Sunday. The rivalry between CM Punk and Jack Swagger reaches a boiling point when they clash in a highly anticipated match on live television. The match is hard fought and evenly matched, with both superstars pulling out all the stops to prove themselves as the bigger star. In the end, the match ends in a controversial double countout, leaving Punk and Swagger frustrated and angry. Shelton Benjamin and Rob Van Dam clash in a high-stakes match to determine the third competitor to take part in the World Heavyweight Championship match at the TLC Pay-Per-View. The match is intense and emotional, with both men giving it their all to prove themselves as the superior competitor. In the end, Shelton Benjamin emerges victorious, securing his spot in the title match at the upcoming event. Rob Van Dam is left devastated and questioning the true nature of their friendship. They try to maintain a facade of solidarity, but it becomes increasingly clear that their friendship may not survive the intense competition. The atmosphere is electric for this TLC pay-per-view. Kicking off the show, two rivals go head-to-head in a fierce battle for supremacy. John Cena defends his United States title against William Regal, accompanied by Ezekiel Jackson. But Cena refuses to be deterred, fighting with all of the loyalty and respect he can muster. Cena pulls out an incredible burst of energy and mounts a comeback, allowing Cena to overcome the odds and execute his finishing move, the FU, pinning Regal to the mat and securing the 3 count as well as the United States Championship. The showdown for the tag team titles between D-Generation X and Edge and Chris Jericho takes place in front of a sold-out crowd. Both teams give it their all in a brutal battle for supremacy. Edge and Chris Jericho target Triple H's injury, trying to exploit his weakness and gain the upper hand. Despite the odds stacked against them, D-Generation X refuses to back down, fighting to retain their titles in this hectic ladder match. In the climax, Shawn Michaels is able to hit a timely sweet chin music, allowing the avenue to open up for D-Generation X to retain their titles. The arena erupts in celebration as the two future Hall of Famers stand tall in the ring, triumphant in their victory. Edge and Chris Jericho look on in defeat, realizing that they may never be able to overcome the unstoppable force that is D-Generation X. The highly anticipated rematch between CM Punk and Jack Swagger finally takes place at the pay-per-view event, with the winner earning the right to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. CM Punk and Jack Swagger step into the ring, fueled by their mutual disdain for one another. In a match where momentum was traded and both competitors delivered punishing offense, Jack Swagger was able to catch CM Punk off guard, securing the victory and solidifying his status as the next #1 contender. The Undertaker is set to go one-on-one with Drew McIntyre next. McIntyre has been determined to prove he belongs in the main event scene by taking down a legend. The Undertaker has been focused since his return and is looking to silence the issue that McIntyre has become. It was a physical match between two hard-hitting competitors, with personal animosity and bitter feelings at the forefront in this one. In the climax of the match, just when it seemed like McIntyre has the upper hand, The Undertaker summons his legendary resilience and delivers a devastating tombstone piledriver, pinning McIntyre to the mat and securing the victory. As The Undertaker stands tall in the ring, victorious once again, McIntyre and his allies retreat in defeat, realizing that they underestimated the power of the dead man. Shelton Benjamin and Big Show challenge The Miz for the World Heavyweight Championship in a TLC match. Big Show has been integral to the championship reign of The Miz, and the Giant is ready for his flowers. Shelton Benjamin is a hungry challenger who has earned his way into title contention and aims to finally take advantage of the opportunity in front of him. This was anybody's match, but RVD made a shocking appearance at ringside. He hesitates for a moment, torn between his loyalty to his friend Shelton Benjamin and his desire to reclaim his spot as a top contender, but ultimately comes looking to aid his friend. In the end, Rob Van Dam's interference backfires, distracting Shelton Benjamin and allowing Big Show to capitalize and capture the World Heavyweight Championship. As the new champion celebrates his hard-fought victory, The Miz cannot believe that his title reign has finally come to an end, and Shelton Benjamin and Rob Van Dam share a tense moment in the ring, with their friendship hanging in the balance. The highly anticipated match between Sheamus and David Hart Smith for the WWE Championship unfolds in front of a captivated audience. These two warriors go head-to-head in a battle for supremacy. Sheamus unleashes his brutal offense, but David Hart Smith refuses to back down, fighting with the heart of a true champion. Neither man is willing to back down or give an inch, and both are prepared to leave it all in the ring to walk away as the face of the company. However, there must be a winner and there must be a loser. In the end, Sheamus knew it would take his entire arsenal to take down the champ. The Celtic Warrior delivers a devastating blow that knocks Smith out cold with a brogue kick. With the referee counting the pinfall, Sheamus emerges victorious, capturing the WWE Championship and fulfilling his dream while crushing David Hart Smith's. The WWE Universe erupts in both shock and awe as Sheamus celebrates his hard-earned victory, while David Hart Smith looks on in disbelief. His reign as champion and the dream of his family had come to an end. The road to WrestleMania sure is going to be hectic, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you in the next video. Take it easy.